Indonesia is building a new capital, twice the size of New York City, to escape the congested and polluted current capital of Jakarta. As construction is underway, experts worry about the environmental impact of such a large-scale project. Moreover, they have concerns about indigenous populations being displaced from the area. Our next report gets you all the details.
In Indonesia, ground has been broken in the jungle of East Borneo, where a new capital city is being built. Officials promise a sustainable forest city that puts the environment at the heart of development and aims to be carbon neutral by the year 2045. Indonesia began construction of the new city in mid-2022, after it announced that the current capital, Jakarta, would be retired from its status. Jakarta is a congested, polluted city which is prone to earthquakes and is rapidly sinking into the Java Sea. Officials hope to solve all these problems by starting from scratch. They tout the creation of a futuristic green city centered on forests, parks, and food production that uses renewable energy resources, smart waste management, and green buildings is the solution for it. Nusantara is the city for tomorrow, says Bambang Susantono, chairman of Nusantara National Capital Authority.
Nusantara is a city for tomorrow. It's not a city for the next 5 years, right? It's going to be until 2045. So we have also to think beyond what is happening today and trying to tackle something that perhaps still a futuristic thing at this moment.
But the project has been criticized by environmentalists. They say it degrades Indonesia's environment, which palm oil plantations and coal mines have already compromised. Dwi Sawung, an infrastructure specialist at the Indonesian Forum for Living Environment, an environmental NGO that has been monitoring the new capital project. He says the government's plans lack consideration of the region's unique wildlife like orangutans and sun bears.
The construction shouldn't pass through the animal corridor. The animals should be relocated first and then start the construction. But since they need to hurry up, they just build the area without relocating the animals first.
The new city is also likely to displace indigenous people. Indigenous groups that reside in the region have already lost parts of their land. They fear that the urban sprawl of the new capital could make things even worse. Sibukdin is an indigenous community leader who, like many in the country, only uses one name and lives in Sepaku, a ward very close to the construction area.
Our land was taken by force, paid forcibly, and not at the right price. But our wish is to remain in the enclave. We don't want to sell our land and don't want to be relocated elsewhere. We hope the government can pay attention to our lives.
Officials have vowed to respect indigenous rights and compensate those losing their homes. Local officials say they would verify all land claims and accept documents of proof of ownership. But much of the area is passed down through families without paperwork, and not all tribal areas are formally recognized.
I think we are going to always persuade them and tell them about the future of the city. Hopefully they will understand that this is for the sake of everybody.
Plans for the new capital, about twice the size of New York City, are grand. In its current state, according to Indonesia's Minister for Public Works and Housing, 14% of the city's infrastructure was completed in February. Some 7,000 construction workers are clearing, plowing, and building the first phases of the site. Worker dormitories, basic roads, and a helipad are already being used. Meanwhile, construction of key buildings, such as the Presidential Palace, is expected to be completed by August 2024. And as the government plans to inaugurate the city on August 17th next year to coincide with Indonesia's Independence Day, the construction is set to be stepped up this year, even as controversies over its effect on the environment, indigenous communities, continue. Bureau Report, WION World is One.